Hi, collective. It's me. I'm back, and I wanted to let you guys know that this is a self-expression of uh, my healing process through what level changed for me to elevate and build the strength from within myself by eh, being vulnerable and open and acceptable to pain, to dissect the layers of the trauma that was done from within and around my surroundings, which brought me to my clarity and accepting the truth, and also the physical experience that I've never experienced in my entire life, that was very virtuous, if I might try to use a different word. It was very rich. It was abundant. It was strong, but it literally was a physical but spiritual, galactic. It's, I don't know, collective. I just know that it was so odd, but it had made me physically feel the ending of, like, a closing out of a cycle of anxiety of the mind, and body, in the physical form, but also in the spiritual. And my very core was shaken up as if I was my own tower. And through that experience, I experienced being balled up as a child. I experienced the abandonment feeling. I experienced the vulnerability. I experienced the victim mentality. It was like a rush. I experienced the bitterness, the anger, the rage, the disappointment, the grief, the depression, all those experiences all in one. At that, it was so empowering to the point to where my body was shaking, and I had chills. I wasn't sweating or anything, but I could not get warm for anything at all for these past couple of days. I am anemic, but I don't I'm not that far behind 11 points. And I know that 11 points in your iron level is, like, that's the standard, but they would tell you to, you get it up to like a 15 or a 19 or something like that, if I'm correct or not. But I digress. Going through this healing experience of dipping back into my shadow, dark side, south node of me, to heal my childhood trauma. This was ordained for me to go through by the divine blindly. Uh, and that's the scripture that says, "Go in by faith and not by sight." Uh, I literally was blinded by the divine on purpose, and I was a target, but it's like a different type of manipulation compared to the manipulation that's being done by others that are working of a dark energy. This is more like, I need to protect you from seeing what's getting ready, what spirit you're actually dealing with, what people, because I don't need you to be having a heart attack, receiving every betrayal that happened to you, to each person. That's enough to kill you. So I have to blind you and keep you confused a little bit, but maintain and protect you at the same time while you're going through this spiritual warfare, because I don't need you getting sick, which is requiring me to always fast and eat clean and try to, stay busy and balance the house out and myself, and pray and meditate, or go outside and get grounded, and get close to my ancestors and work on my creativity and stuff like that. I had a feeling that already from within on how the divine had taught me how to retain wisdom and understanding. I always apply it to whatever lesson that he gives me, because I have to like stay on top of it. I guess that's just like part of my PTSD. I have to stay on top of it because I don't want to get lost. So by me staying dedicated, you know, I did know that I was like agreeing to being like a self-sacrifice that fast. Like that was like I was hidden and kept in the dark and had to use my discernment for like over 9.5 months, which was okay. But at the same time, it's like it got a lot of frustrating moments because I couldn't use my third eye. It was blocked. And I didn't know that the divine had did it. I was under the impression that it was the people that was projecting it to me. It was just them, but it was actually me being protected by being blinded to what was actually going on so it would not kill me, because a lot of betrayal was performed rapidly, like right underneath my nose, and a lot of manipulation, a lot of spiritual manipulation. And my family is like, they're satanic. They do a lot of rituals to keep me stuck. But I had broken out of it. Excuse me. And I had to, this lesson, this long, strenuous, I still have anxiety, y'all. But until I figure out on how to learn how to do something, maybe learn how to crochet or something to help me, I ask my ancestors to give me that download, or my grandma Jones, I ask her to give me the download to learn how to do it. Maybe that'll help me. But anyway, like going through that process collective, I was shown the dark part. Like at the end was like, bam! It was like a big, big rush of emotions of, oh shit, no. It was like I couldn't stop it. And I had to feel all of it at that time while I was purging and in hermit mode. And what my family don't know is that by them projecting all that stuff to me, and I'm being led to use my discernment, which is God's given gift that he called the gem to me personally, I still take very personal to my heart, because the divine is my father. That's my dad. I don't look at him as just my God. I look at him as my father. He is my only true family, who will not leave me nor forsake me. And no one can change my mind about that. But while I was going through that process, I recognized that the enemy was trying to get me to say hurtful things to God. And I'm like, this is not making sense. So this is the battle of the mind. 848, as I said that. This is definitely the battle of the mind. And this is all in behind people wanting to steal my gifts. On top of my energy, my life. They pay people, they pay for a soul blood contract sacrifice on me for money. And they think that they was going to succeed and have a victory and celebrate and steal from me and do my kids dirty, and then do what they do every full moon and think that I don't know what they doing. And the divine, whenever he feels like it, I get channeled, and sometimes he'll make me pop out 4 or 5 videos. I I could just get finished getting one downloading, and the Lord would give me 3 more back to back. And sometimes I got to keep up with him. And it's not like I enjoy like I the only thing that I enjoy about revealing and exposing the truth about people is when I know that those people are unjust. They did unjustly acts towards people. And I stand up for justice, for equal give and take balance, to where if somebody is being taken advantage of and they don't know something and that person know that they don't know anything and they're working black magic on them to keep them stupid and lax, uh five of pentacles out in the cold and distant and isolated and depressed, and they breadcrumbing them six of pentacles and then turn around and six of wands and then three of cups and then sit there and then take, and then they the ones that want to have your ten of pentacles and then have your ten of cups and then take your sunshine away from you, and you sitting there just open and vulnerable when the divine don't do that. He'll lead you. All you got to do is just believe. And a lot of people I know because I'm guilty of it, but this is the experience that I just went through, y'all, through my purging. And I wanted to share this with you to give you some insight on spiritually. It's not what the naked eye can see, but it is within the mind, the crown chakra, the spiritual side, the part that is connected to the divine that I only can venture into, that he gave me. So a lot of my stories are true stories. They are true testimonies. But I explain them and I dissect them and I sift through them, and I still give you the truth. I don't hold no punches. Straight, no chases at all. No ice. It's just straight like that because I'm being led to be a truth speaker. I'm a high priestess. When I see all. When I hear, I know all. Boaz. If I'm saying it right. My ancestors is telling me what Boaz means. Is he that what? He who knows. And the J, Shakim, in trust or something like that. That's like my position, my rank collective is for me to I'm always going to go by the book. I'm always going to go by the contract. And as I record spiritually and naturally, and I am connected to the divine, I am following orders. So I also have to reveal pieces of my life as well, because I am ordained to give also a personal physical experience, because there are some people's minds that require the physical experience that compares to theirs in order for them to receive clarity. So you see, collective, there's no reason for me to hide who I truly am. I've always been who I am. I just been upgraded. I'm more wiser. And I don't make foolish choices anymore. I take my time. I don't rush to make decisions with people. No, not because of trust, but because I've learned the lessons already of knowing that fast post haste movement I'm going to miss where I need to get off. So instead of me doing that, no, not out of fear, I would allow the Lord. I agreed for the Lord to take over my life and lead me however he chooses. You take over and drive the bus. I'll do the lessons. Just protect me along the way. Reassure me that I have the knowledge and wisdom that I can speak to your people, your souls, and give them the nourishment that they deserve from within. That'll give them the creativity and drive and nurture these babies, spiritual babies. That I am also a spiritual baby as well. I'm not no bigger than nobody. 15, as I said that. I'm all about inspiration, speaking, creativity, and knowledge, and giving wisdom and different outlooks on things and situations to help grasp people and in a good way, give them enlightenment, and also stand up for my community as well. Everything that I do for the divine to please him. Yes, I am like a soldier, and I am a soldier for the divine. So that means that I'm going to be the wounded warrior all the time. But I'm also learning how to manage my emotions and keep myself balanced while going through such a traumatic lesson and healing through that process and being actually okay. I don't even sound like I was crying. It's like the divine taught me how to heal rapidly. 16, as I said that. Everything is being shifted for me. I don't have to worry about anything else no more. I healed. I healed through everything. Now I can go to the next level, which is still going to be challenging for me. But at least I would have the wisdom and the knowledge on learning how to address the situation in a peaceful manner, dealing with stressful individuals who are mentally impaired, who are in lack spiritually. That is what I am saying. And if they are in lack in the natural, it is because it is of their own will that they choose to be in lack because they are lazy. It's no excuse. But through the 17, but through the hardship of the healing process, it was like a really big, really big hit to the heart. Oh my God. And the body. Oh my God, the body. It could take it could, Jesus. It's like if I did not apply any type of fruit or water or vegetable to me, and nurtured myself and loved myself while I'm in hermit and I'm still receiving and giving clarity, and I'm still moving forward and having faith even through feeling like I'm falling. I'm still pressing on. I'm still getting encouragement. I'm still talking to my ancestors. I'm still releasing. If I get stuck, yes, I am guilty for standing there until it ain't a thing of me being lazy. If I'm stuck and I'm dealing with confusion on both ends, collective, if you are in the dark, and this is for your highest good, okay? But I'm about to paint a visual for you. You are sitting in the middle of a room that is filled with padded walls, and in this room, you don't have on a straitjacket, but you're sitting in the middle of the room with one light is on top of you, but you can't see if it's a lamp or not because you're directly underneath it. But that's the only light that you're under in a very pitch dark room, and you're blindfolded. And the divine is telling you to use your discernment and do not use your third eye just yet. Master filling out energies. Once I had gotten to that point of healing, of realizing who was the person who did the betrayal to me through energetic pull, the next level was for me to build the strength while I am in the dark and remove the veil, but still being in the pitch dark. Noticing 19, as I said, that the light only shines above me. That's the only light I have. So yet I'm still using discernment, not knowing which direction someone is projecting to me. So now I still have to use my discernment and fill out that energetic pull of someone trying to connect. And while I'm doing this, I have to learn how to balance myself and keep myself detox and keep my emotions balanced at the same time, and always try to go by the water, always purge, always ground myself, sit underneath a tree, show gratitude, thank God every morning. Keep it a routine. Make sure the bills is paid. Make sure the kids is fed. Make sure the house is clean. Make sure the laundry is done. Balance out your life and your spirituality while you're doing God's work. 2020. And you will receive abundance and balance from within also in all your surroundings. To each generation of your life has been added more abundance and more gifts. And this is true, collective. That's why I ended up having to just dive head first. I just wanted to get it done and over with, not realizing and not knowing that by me making such a huge leap like that, I didn't know what I was really truly getting myself into. Okay, I got challenged. Okay, and the divine know how to use your words to challenge you and not slap you in the face with it, but hey, you will recognize. You'll recognize what you said, because he always makes you have room for you to reflect on the last conversation. 2022, 21, 22, as I said that. Yeah. It's somebody that's mirroring you. It's always somebody that's going through the same similar but not the same situation, to where we can help each other through self-testimony and truth, and only reveal truth and give that love back and forth to one another, to where we can manifest abundance together and just being our true authentic self, and not judging one another, and being pupils and teachers and students for God, and being actually teachable, and not question ourselves if we are teachable or not, or if we can be committed or not, or if we have faith, do we have enough? We should always, yes, ask that question from within, but just always think of it from a higher perspective, because God doesn't want to manipulate, to confuse you, to hurt you. It's to keep you from overstepping what he don't want you to mess up, because your emotions it would be attacked, and then you will not be stable. You will end up getting demon possessed. And my family is satanic people. They practice dark magic all the time. They sacrifice each other. These people are savages. Okay? And I had to recognize all these demons and spirits as being projected this way. That it's not working. It's not going to work, because I am highly protected. And I thank God for that protection. And my ancestors is whooping ass, and they're not taking names, because I know that they know who everybody is. They're the ones that's helping me reveal from my family members. Them was the ones, the ones that's helping me is the ones that reassure me, because they truly served God. They did not betray him. They weren't doing the same thing as what everybody else was doing. And the only two that I know of is my Uncle Stevie, who was married to my Aunt Sharon, and my cousin Alfred, who was married to my cousin Lori, who was Aunt Sharon's daughter. No, not cousin Alfred. It's Uncle Stevie and my grandma. I don't know nothing about cousin Alfred. And they always messing with my head, trying to keep me from having downloads and stuff. And it's like the divine already taught me how to master using my energy to read, to still expose y'all. God darn it, y'all so stupid. And now it's like I have grown so distant and cold to my family. It's like there is no return to. I can't come back to this. Y'all practice being dark. What the fuck? Like I can't be a part of that shit. I gotta. What the hell? Like I'm being purged. I'm being delivered from this shit out of me. It's taken 3 years. Not 3 years, 7, 8. And now that's just me being around y'all motherfuckers. Jesus. And the crazy part is I don't hate nobody. I don't fuck with you. That's it. I accepted it for what it was because it was always what it was. It's just that I didn't know because I wasn't awakened. And since I chose to keep myself awake, that was another contract that the divine had me to sign. No, I was not visible to it, but I am his soldier. I am his servant. I sign and I trust and I believe. A lot of people don't have that. And not saying that I'm perfect because I had shaky faith and I'm working on it. Yes, Lord, I'm working on it. So collective, you can make it. You are stronger than what you think. I tell you, it's a lot, but you will be filled with so much knowledge and you'll have so much space. And you can look back and say that this is the last time I look back because I'm leaving all this garbage behind. All these crabs in the barrel, all this dumpster juice, thought bots. I'm leaving them where I left them, Lord, and I'm starting over and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not blind no more. I see the manipulation. At the end of the day, the divine will use that deception that was being done to you to help build you. And that's exactly what he wants to do for you. Is never to mislead you or make you feel like he used you. Because that's exactly what the enemy was trying to get me to project and say disrespectfully to the Lord. And I felt like I couldn't do that. I just wanted to express myself to let God know how I felt. But not to the point of me feeling like I wanted to disrespect my father. Like, I got to snap out of this. I know that this is an attachment. And I know who it was coming from too. It was coming from Roger and his crew. It's multiple people. It's Roger and his people, my dad, my mom, my oldest sister Crystal, and a couple of cousins. And I got a cousin that's a tarot reader. She on the dark side. I still don't even know who the hell she is. Probably because I don't even fucking care. Or I never even had a motherfucking relationship with her shit. Because it was like that. Point blank. Collective. I've been a lone wolf all my life. You feel me? Like, and me being this way, they actually gave me a reason to go within to do another clean sweep of shadow work so that I can elevate even faster and regain more wisdom. This shit benefits me no matter what. And they can't go with me. They can't go with y'all. Y'all did the work. You cleansed yourself. Continue to do so. Continue to lead with confidence within yourself and your surroundings. And know that do not be scared because you are protected. Can't nobody do nothing to you. But please do not try to just test it out and be a crash dummy. Like, take your life with caution, okay? Always be safe. Practice being safe, but you are divinely protected. Get connected with your ancestors while you're resting from within. Four of Wands. At your house. Ten of Pentacles. Be abundant. Be those emperor and empress that you are supposed to be. And don't let nobody shake your foundation. And if your foundation need to be shook, let it be by the divine that shake that ass up. Because he know how to reconnect and rebuild. And you will not be lost. You will be smarter than what you were last year. And you'll be so improved to the point of shock of your own, of hearing your own recordings of Jesus. I've never spoke like this before, because you submitted yourself to the divine to the point to where you let him work on your speech. He took over what needed to be improved. So that means you had potty mouth. Yep. I have a very wretched potty mouth. I can cut somebody down with my words. And I was like that before my awakening. What make you think I can? I still can cut you down with words now. I just use wisdom and understanding. But I don't lean on my own understanding. Ouch. I lean on the divine's wisdom that he gives me. And when I only move when he tells me to move. So when he say move, I move. So collective, I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody who actually went through did the shadow work and chose to heal and deal with things the right way. You are on the right path and you are still going to receive your abundance. You're going to the next level. And congratulations from my love to you. Good night.